Yeah, this your boy Rocdastar. We here, we heard, we good. You feeling where I'm coming from? And right now we gonna talk about deadbeat baby daddies and certain situations that occur. But I'm gonna talk about my situation and regards to helping other baby father helping other men, helping other men with their situations who are not keen to the system, who are not aware of how things are going on these days. Because I read. So some niggas, they don't read or they can't read, but I read. And this is what I'm going to say is this. Listen, we're going to make a long story short. All right? I'm going to give you a timeline of my situation. And I'm going to make it quick. And I'm going to get straight to the point. And I'm going to be direct. All the way 100%. Now, listen. We're going to start with my first baby mother. All right? Listen. This what happened. I was banging this bitch, and I'm going to keep it hood. I was banging this bitch from Brooklyn, Kingsborough Projects, right? But how I met her is what I want to highlight, right? I met her through a girl I used to go to camp with. This is how it happened, right? I met her through this girl I used to go to camp with, right? The girl that I used to go to camp with was a girl that was a fling of mine, right? But anyway, I didn't see this girl in a long time, the fling of mine from camp, right? Hole in the Wall gang camp. But we ran into each other in the hospital, right? So when we ran into each other in the hospital back in 2001, she had introduced me to some kid that she knew and whatever have you. She introduced me to dude or whatever. And I wound up buying a burnout cell phone from the nigga. Motorola Flip. The old Motorola Flips that they had. I did a favor for the nigga. You feel it? Well, coming from me, needed the money, and I bought it off the nigga for like I think $100 or some shit like that. I gave him $100 for the burnout Flip Motorola Flip phone. Right? This is back in 2001, right after the 9/11 had happened, because I had just got out the hospital, and the same girl that I ran into her the same morning of 9/11. She's the one who alerted us, like, look, y'all gotta look on TV, look what's going on. Oh, shit. The plane crashed into the building. It was her, because she was going around in the hospital asking people for a light for a cigarette. I'm just getting out of ICU, dogs. So when I got into my room, I was still asleep, just waking up. So, you know what I'm saying? Because I had a blood transfusion. Because my blood was infected. You know, I smoked so much weed, dogs. And at the time when I was smoking weed, I was malnourished because I wasn't really eating like that. I'm living street life and I'm hustling and I'm running around and I'm not really eating. Not that I couldn't eat, is I just wasn't eating. You getting where I'm coming from, Mom? You know, I wasn't eating. What I'm gonna say is I wasn't eating my full square meal, my 3 square meals. I'm always on a running out and about, running around, battling niggas, rhyming and hustling, everything. It's a mixture array. Well, anyway, getting back to the story. So I meet this dude. I buys the burnout phone from him. He let me hold a few CDs, whatever I gave back to him and all that. And he's on the chat line talking to some girl. And he's like, yo, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to go see this girl from BK. I need you to date her for me. Can you date her for me? And so I'm like, oh, okay, I need you to pretend that you're me. So I goes out to Brooklyn, all the way out to Brooklyn by myself to see this girl, right? And so, blah, 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 everything, da, 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 we smoke weed, da, 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 homegirl taller than me. So I'm like, yeah, this ain't gonna work. So, she ain't ugly, but she ain't my cup of tea either. And the more I pay attention to him, like homegirl's a tomboy, yo. So I'm like, shorty a little jump off. You feeling where I'm coming from? She a jump off. And so I'm like, all right, it's what it is. You feeling where I'm coming from? It's cool. She smoked weed, blah, 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 blah. So that give her a little credit. You feel me? I'm not going to say I wouldn't fuck her, so I fucked her. You getting where I'm coming from and da-da-da-da-da. Used to go out there 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning when I ain't got nothing to do. So, you know what I'm saying? Go out there, smoke, and I'm trying to run into other bitches out there that look better. So, anyway, she lived right down the block from Fab Project. So I'm trying to see what's up over there. But, you know what I'm saying? I'm talking now from the honest perspective. Anyway, I jail for a few months, da-da-da-da-da, ba-ba-ba-ba. And I'm meeting other bitches and I'm getting into other shit. And so one day I'm trying to see what the 411 is with her, and that's when I realized homegirl ain't rap right. Homegirl ain't rap right, and homegirl is like a kid. So I'm talking to this kid, and I'm seeing that she's a kid. I'm like, let me cut Shorty off. Shorty called my phone, and I'm like, wait a minute, how did she get my number? Blah, 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 blah. I don't even remember. How did she get my job number? So then I'm sitting with my girl from Harlem, new chick, you know what I'm saying? I'm about to I'm jaying her and all that, and I'm not really hanging out in Brooklyn no more with this bitch no more, and I just left her alone. She called, oh, I'm pregnant, da-da-da-da-da, and da-da-da. I'm like, look, you gotta get rid of that, because I ain't really, it was just a fuck thing. I'm not committing to you. I'm not marrying you. And this bitch like, I'm not getting rid of it, and homegirl thirsty. You get where I'm coming from? So I'm like, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Hang up the phone. Shorty that's sitting with me laughing like, I make my point. She like, yeah, that bitch thirsty. I was sitting with a girl when I was talking to her. Put on loudspeaker so she could hear it. You feeling where I'm coming from? Homegirl was that Brooklyn chick thirsty. So that's what happened with that one. You feeling where I'm coming from? She comes all the way to Harlem looking around trying to see who so she could fight. You feel me? Start the drama. You feel me? So whatever had happened done rubbed off on the girl that I had dated with her for a while. She had my son, supposedly. And now, when it comes to this one, the second one, the one that had my son, the one that know about the Looney Tune in Brooklyn. Now, this one here with my son that I'm trying to do right by, she's denying me to see my son. And so I'm like, what the fuck is going on? But anyway, it's 9 minutes right now into this video, and I'm going to make a long story short. Listen, to all of the men, if the kid do not live under your household, under your lease, then you don't have to take care of that kid, because that kid is no longer a dependent of you. They are not your dependent. They do not live under your household. You do not claim any benefits for them. You do not take care of them. Then you don't have to pay any child support. We're tired of these lesbians having babies by men, then running off, and then they want to claim child taxes, and they getting child support from their baby father, and they getting more money from the person that they with. Come on. Why take care of a kid that don't even live with you? And I agree with the system. If they do not live under your household, you do not have to take care of them. This bitch thinks she's going to get money from SSA for her daughter living with her, and she's going to get child support money from me? No. Peace. One, Rocdastar, I'm out.